Long ago, in the heart of Africa, nestled a village known for its harmony and beauty. Surrounded by dense forests and flowing rivers, the villagers thrived under the leadership of wise elders and brave warriors. The village was a haven of peace, where laughter echoed through the air and the community thrived in unity. Unbeknownst to the villagers, their harmonious existence was about to be shattered by an ominous force lurking in the shadows. On a moonless night, the village seemed to be swallowed by darkness. The villagers, unaware of the impending danger, went about their nightly routines, retreating to their huts for a night of restful sleep. In the depths of the forest that bordered the village, a hideous beast named Mbulu stirred. Cursed to live in the shadows, Mbulu was a creature of nightmares. Its twisted and deformed body, covered in matted fur and gnarled features, was a sight of pure horror. Driven by an insatiable hunger for innocence, the beast began to make its way towards the village. As the beast approached the village, it moved silently, its dark, twisted limbs blending seamlessly with the shadows. The villagers, unaware of the lurking danger, slept peacefully in their huts, oblivious to the horror that was about to befall them. The first hut Mbulu approached was that of Amara, the village beauty. As she slept, oblivious to the lurking danger, the beast crept closer, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent hunger. Amara, with her dark, braided hair and her vibrant traditional dress, lay peacefully, unaware of the terror that awaited her. Mbulu's presence cast a shadow over Amara, and as it drew nearer, the air seemed to grow colder. The beast's twisted form loomed over her, its gnarled features contorted with a malevolent grin. With a stealth that belied its monstrous appearance, Mbulu committed its heinous act, stealing away Amara's innocence. When Amara awoke, she felt a profound sense of violation and sorrow. Her cries echoed through the village, spreading fear among the villagers. The peace and harmony they had long enjoyed were shattered in an instant, replaced by a growing sense of dread. Soon enough, the usual vibrancy of the village was overshadowed by a palpable tension. The news of Amara's ordeal had spread quickly, and whispers of fear and concerns filled the air. Amara sat outside her hut, surrounded by her family and friends. Her eyes, usually filled with joy and laughter, were now clouded with sorrow. The villagers gathered around her, offering words of comfort and support. Her mother held her close, whispering soothing words into her ear. The village elders convened an emergency meeting to discuss the events of the night. They sat in a circle around a fire, their faces etched with worry. The elders were wise and experienced, but this was a situation unlike any they had faced before. The beast's attack had left them shaken, and they knew they needed to act quickly to protect the rest of the village. "We must find a way to stop this beast," said Elder Nia, her voice firm. "It has already taken too much from us." Elder Arins, the most senior member of the council, nodded in agreement. "We need to consult the seer. She may have knowledge that can help us defeat this creature." The villagers agreed and prepared to visit the seer, an elderly woman who lived on the outskirts of the village. Known for her wisdom and connection to the spiritual world, the seer was revered by all. As the elders made their way to her hut, the villagers continued to console Amara, their hearts heavy with the weight of the night's events. Meanwhile, Mbulu lurked in the shadows, satisfied with the chaos it had caused. The beast's hunger was insatiable, and it knew it would not be satisfied with just one victim. As the village grappled with the aftermath of the attack, Mbulu began to plan its next move, eager to continue its reign of terror. In the seer's hut, the elders explained the situation, their voices filled with urgency. The seer listened carefully, her eyes closed as she connected with the spirits. After a long silence, she spoke, her voice calm but firm. "The beast that haunts your village is cursed," she said. It is a creature of darkness, driven by a hunger for innocence. To defeat it, you must summon the spirit of the great warrior, Kofi. Only he has the strength and courage to face the beast and break the curse. The elders listened intently, their resolve strengthened by the seer's words. They knew they had a difficult task ahead, but they were determined to protect their village and restore the peace that had been shattered. With the seer's guidance, they began to prepare for the ritual to summon the spirit of Kofi, hopeful that he would be their savior in this time of darkness. Despite the elders' efforts to protect the village, the beast's hunger was far from satisfied. The following night, Mbulu set its sights on a new victim. Zari, known for her kind heart and gentle spirit, was next in the beast's path. As the village tried to find a sense of normalcy after Amora's ordeal, they were unaware that another tragedy was about to strike. Zari lived in a small hut at the edge of the village. She spent her days tending to the elderly and caring for the village's children. Her presence brought comfort and joy to those around her, and she was beloved by all. As she prepared for bed that night, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that had settled over the village. The stories of the beast weighed heavily on her mind, but she tried to remain hopeful. As Zoe drifted off to sleep, the beast crept closer. Its dark, twisted limbs moved silently through the village. The air grew colder as Mbulu approached Zoe's hut, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent hunger. Mbulu entered Zoe's hut with the same stealth and malice it had used with Amora. As she slept, the beast committed its heinous act, stealing away Zoe's innocence. The darkness that had plagued the village seemed to grow deeper, and the beast's hunger only intensified. When Zoe awoke, she felt a strong feeling of violation and sorrow, much like Amora had. Her cries echoed through the village, spreading fear and despair. The villagers, already on edge from the previous night's events, were now consumed by panic. The beast had indeed struck again. The elders, having consulted the seer, knew that they needed to perform the ritual to summon the spirit of the great warrior, Kofi. They worked tirelessly to gather the necessary materials and prepare for the ceremony. The village rallied together, their fear tempered by a sense of determination and hope. As the villagers prepared for the ritual, Mbulu continued to lurk in the shadows, its hunger growing with each passing night. The beast knew that the villagers were trying to stop it, but it was confident in its power. The darkness that surrounded Mbulu seemed impenetrable, and the villagers' efforts to protect themselves only served to fuel the beast's malevolent desires. Despite the fear and despair that had taken hold of the village, the elders remained resolute in their mission. They knew that the spirit of Kofi was their only hope, and they were determined to see the ritual through to the end. With the seer's guidance, they began the preparations, hopeful that Kofi's strength and courage would be enough to defeat the beast and restore peace to their village.